is up, you guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I know it has been so long since I've done one of these. If I'm being like totally transparent, I actually filmed 3 vlogs between my last one and this one, and I just never got around to editing them or posting them. I'm not sure why, and for like no reason. It just didn't work out. I'm also, as you might have noticed, a little bit stuffy. I was sick a couple weeks ago and I just have like continual congestion and a bit of a cough, but we're getting through it. But don't everybody worry, I did test negative to the big C, so everything should be fine. I did contemplate actually making this video a sort of what I spend in a week. I've been obsessively watching those myself. I'm so into personal finance right now and I go through waves of it, but I really do enjoy like watching it and learning about it. I've been watching a lot of Graham Stephan. If you haven't heard of him, I would definitely recommend going and checking him out if you're like interested in personal finance. And I gotta say, I think what I spend in a week for me would be very boring, because I often spend 0 every single day. Today, however, is a little bit unusual because I did do some freelance work for a client that kind of like came out of the woodwork. One of those ones that sort of died down during pandemic time and has now resurfaced. And because of that, I sort of have like some additional money to use. I've not bought new makeup in a really long time because it's just not something that is kind of like a priority. Food is a priority and living is a priority, but makeup is kind of like not really there. And I also went through a really big phase where I bought a ton of makeup, and I've been narrowing that down and sort of like trying to use what's in my drawer. But sometimes like I'll finish a mascara, but then I'll have another one, like a backup in my drawer, and I don't need to go and spend more money on that kind of thing. But I've been doing that for so long that my little extra stash is very depleted, and there are a few things that I do actually need. And I'm going to Sephora with Kate today, and I'm also going to visit the drugstore because I've looked up a few dupes and I want to hopefully like get some less expensive makeup to buy. However, the biggest reason for our visit is, and people don't come for me, okay. So everyone remembers the whole Jaclyn Hill lipstick disaster. Well, I ended up buying a lipstick for myself and for Kate when they were first released, and we received them. And while they weren't recalled, we all got our refunds and just told to like throw the lipsticks out. Well, I didn't, and I actually tried the one I bought. This is it right here. This is her lipstick in the color Hustle. Isn't that gorgeous packaging? Like, that's just stunning. I started actually using this in January of 2022. It's what I'm wearing today. This, guys, is honestly my favorite lipstick color of pretty much all time. All time. I'm gonna say that. All time. But as you can see, I'm running out of it, and that makes me incredibly sad. I asked Kate if she would come with me to Sephora to try and find, because obviously you can't get this anymore. Like, it's not being sold on Jaclyn's website obviously anymore. I've even looked at trying to get it secondhand. Nobody's selling it. I don't know if there's like legal issues around that, but anyway. So my goal today is to go to Sephora and find a color match for this. Maybe something that's not expired. Maybe something that's actually healthy to use. And also not limited edition, because I don't want to be doing this again. I don't want to be scrambling to find another color that matches. And I know companies like, they will expire permanent colors anyway, but I want to try and find something that I could probably find like 6 months from now, you know? That's the goal. What I did do is I put the lipstick on a swatch, a paper swatch like this, and I did sort of just laminate it with tape. This is to help me find the correct color. I will bring the lipstick with me, however. And I'm such a weirdo, but I created this sheet where I can put swatches of other lipsticks and kind of like compare and then write down what the lipstick name is, the brand, that kind of thing. So as we go through Sephora, I can then decide sort of at the end, unless I find it right away, but decide at the end what I think the perfect color match is. And like I said, after that, I'll also be going to the drugstore. The main reason we're going to Sephora is for the lipstick, and if I can find Bennett, and if I can find everything else at the drugstore, that would be great. I've given myself a budget of $60 for makeup. That's the budget, but I did use my Visa points to get a gift card to Sephora. So we do have a little bit of wiggle room there, which is why I'm hoping to find the lipstick there. I also might, just because I've kind of like left Bennett and I'm out of the apartment, I might also go to the grocery store potentially, and also Lululemon. Now, Lululemon would be totally window shopping. I like to go into Lululemon and figure out my sizes for things so that I can then order in the future when I do have money and I don't have to go to the store. Like if a color comes in and I really, really like it, I know my size for that particular item. I am wearing them today, but I do have a pair of the Align leggings. And I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of the Align line. I know it has a huge following, a lot of people love it, but it's just not, it's not my thing. The Wonder Trains though, those make me feel good. They make me feel confident. I love those so much. So what I want to do is I want to go in and try on their Wonder Train bras as well as their Wonder Train leggings, just to figure out like what my perfect size is. Like the lines are comfortable, don't get me wrong. Super soft, like super buttery, also really thin. For me, they're like great for like lounging around the apartment, but they're not great for going out in public. I am going out in public in them today, but disregard that. Like I just feel like my whole butt is hanging out. I want something that I feel like I'm in. It's like keeping me in, and I don't feel that way with the Aligns. If the whole day goes pretty well. If not, I'll just do a grocery shop and I'll come home and I might do Lululemon later. That is pretty much the update. That is what's happening today. And I actually, it's 9 o'clock. I have to leave in like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna get ready and Bennett, let's go see Kate and go to Sephora. So exciting. I haven't been to Sephora in forever, like forever. Just kind of look, they're super close. This one also has sort of a creamy consistency, which is what I was looking for. Here's like the swatch, and you can see it's it's pretty gosh darn close. On to the next. It's more orangey. Maybe this one. It's deeper and more red. It's not quite. I'm pretty sure this is the one I have. I'm just gonna check my app. Yeah. Guys, like look at this swatch. Crazy. You don't even need it with foundation. That's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. Give you a sort of like quick haul. I did stop at the grocery store. I actually ran into a colleague, which was so funny. I know a few of my colleagues live around here, but I've never actually run into one, so that was so funny. It was like at the checkout, like, oh, hello. This wasn't like a full-on grocery shop. It was just sort of like replenishing some things that I think that I'll need between now and next payday. So I got some half and half. No, I'm not a coffee drinker. This is actually to help thicken up some pastes for like sauces and stuff. I really enjoyed doing that, and you'll see I got some produce to kind of go along with that. I got butter. I never buy butter, if I'm being totally honest. Like, it's not something I go for. I never use butter in pretty much anything, but I want to do a bit more baking, just bake fall. I don't know, I'm just inspired to kind of bake a little bit more healthy baking. I saw this gnocchi, and you know what? I love gnocchi, but I've never been able to really find it, and I found it, so I'm gonna definitely try making some of that. I got some cocoa powder, again, for the baking. I got some eggs. I mean, they're always a staple. You gotta have eggs. Some more cheese. I love me my cheese. I actually got some tortilla wraps, but I got the cheap ones because I want to see if I'm actually going to like this or even want to keep making it. But I've seen people make breakfast burritos with egg and cheese and salsa, and then, or whatever you want inside, and then with a tortilla, and I kind of want to try it. I got more pasta. I'm totally, completely out of pasta, and you know what? I was so disappointed because the pasta that I normally get wasn't even in stock. The store was quite depleted of pasta, which was disappointing. But if anyone is interested, my favorite type of pasta is penne. So I got some more penne. I got some tomatoes. I've really gotten into making my own tomato sauce. I got a red pepper, salsa. I got an onion. Again, this is for the tomato sauce. It's just so bomb. Flour. And actually, that's it for the groceries. I thought there was more, but that was it. My little mini grocery shop. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then we can get into what I got at Sephora. Although I think you guys kind of know, but I'll show you anyway. So now to all of the makeup that I picked up. I didn't actually just go to Sephora. I also picked up a couple of things, as I kind of mentioned, at Shoppers. So I have all this stuff right here. I did end up going for the Rare Beauty. This is the Kind Words matte lipstick in the shade Talented. My sister and I both agreed that this one was the closest matched to my current Jaclyn Hill lipstick, and hopefully it works out well. I did see good reviews for this online, so I'm excited to try this. I did go ahead and pick up a new beauty blender. This is the Pro version, so the black version. I went back and I looked at my previous purchases, orders from Sephora, and I don't know if this is true. And if it's true, it's so gross that the last time I bought a beauty blender from Sephora was in 2017. Like, what? That's way too long ago. If it's true, and knowing me, it could very well be true because I don't like to spend money on sponges for sure. Like, it's not a purchase I make all the time. I don't know. Like, my beauty blender is really gross. I'm not even gonna show it on camera because it is so gross. It's probably like full of mold, like full to the brim of mold. That is disgusting. So anyway, I knew I had to pick up a new one. Kate also picked up a few things, and we didn't know actually until she got to checkout. Sephora has this, like, I guess promo going on where if you buy both makeup and skincare, so something from the two different sectors of their store, you get 20% off your total order. A staff member behind the counter was like, yeah, this is like a one-time promo that we're doing to encourage people to kind of go out of their comfort zone and try something within a different sector of the store, because usually people either come for makeup or skincare, and she wants them to kind of try both. And I, of course, was only getting makeup. So she said, you know what? Just throw in something like a face mask and then you get 20% off your order. Like, what? You know, between the three products, I ended up getting the mask for free, essentially. So it was kind of like a free add-on. And my total with tax came to $53.33, but I did have the gift card. So my total actually came to $28.32, which is really, really good. After that, then I went to Shoppers and I picked up two things. I got the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. I kind of heard that this was like a viral thing on TikTok. I don't follow TikTok too much, but this one kept coming up as like the mascara, so I'm gonna try it. I usually use the Benefit Roller Lash as like my go-to mascara, so I have heard that this one also has a silicone wand, which is obviously very similar because that's what the Benefit Roller Lash has. And I also, of course, picked up another bottle of my L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Fresh Wear foundation in the color 425. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on a previous vlog, but this is like my go-to foundation pretty much forever. I don't see myself switching anytime soon. It is so, so good. I go through it very, very quickly. So I needed to pick up another bottle and it went up in price. I swear. It's like $26, which is, we're getting high end here. Like, what is that? And then this mascara was actually pretty pricey. It was almost $18. So I don't know what the drugstore is doing, but they are upping their prices and I don't know if I like it. So my total at the drugstore for those two items was $43.62, but I ended up using 10,000 of my PC Optimum points. So I got $10 off and it came to $33.62. I did actually have a budget today going in of only $60 for makeup and I ended up spending $61.59. So not bad. Not bad. Like I did go over, but I'm pretty proud of myself for keeping it at that and not going any higher. But I did get the $35 off, obviously with the gift card and the points. So that's awesome. And then last but not least, I just did run into Dollarama and I picked this up for my Halloween costume. This was $2 and I had a budget of $5, which is kind of high. So I did it, guys. I kept within my budget. This is adulting for you. I pretty much spent the rest of yesterday tackling some freelance work. It had to get done and kind of the same today. I do have a lot of freelance work still to do. The breakfast that you guys saw me make was so good, not very aesthetic. My flip was such a fail. The food itself tasted amazing. I like topped it off with salsa. So good. This morning has been decently quiet. I did a workout with a friend this morning. That felt really good. Just sort of like really relaxed workout, move my body. We've been doing a few workouts from this channel called Move with Nicole. She's like a ballerina turned YouTuber and her workouts are just like really relaxing but also really hard. Like she makes you hold poses for a longer time than usual and really makes you think about your body. So I recommend her if you're looking for something more chill like that, Pilates, yoga style. It's really, really nice. It's a beautiful day, actually totally cloudless. Yeah, there's no clouds in the sky today. I might take Bennett out for a walk a little bit later. He's been really good, just been by here with me working. I think for the next like few hours, I'd say I'm gonna plug away at my work, try and get a little bit ahead. I need to come up with a concept or two before the end of the day today, so I should be working on that now. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Just past 9. This day has flown by. I don't know where the hours went. I have been steadily working all day. I've gotten really good work done. Like I'm really proud of myself, but it's also just like eaten up my whole Sunday. I'm back in the pajamas and I did wash my hair. So it's about that time. I'm like winding down for bed. I did come up with like a rough copy, rough draft of an additional poster. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is probably just like climb into bed and work on that until, I don't know, midnight. I've got 3 hours. I think I could do it in 3 hours. I have a clear idea of what I wanna do, and that's more than I can say for most of the posters. And I think on that note, I'm gonna end this vlog right here. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and hit the bell if you wanna get notified as to whenever I will be posting next. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.